Hi, Noreen.
Noreen, all right, how old are you, Noreen?
I'm in my 40s.
Oh shit.
40.
Damn.
Does it really, like, is this all about age? I feel like just the comments are just awful.
No,
like, I thought this was about dating, and like, I thought the older ones have more experience and we have more to say.
Well, remember, dating does involve ages.
Don't worry.
Ranges.
We will discuss that. We just it's for because we keep stats on all the girls we bring on the show.
Okay.
So that's why.
So it's like super important for you guys to know the exact 40 what, right?
Yes, please.
I already know you're single already.
What is it, 40?
46.
Okay. Where are you from?
I really don't like saying my age.
Yeah, of course.
It's not that I'm embarrassed. I'm very proud of my age. It's really just that you get really
put in a box.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Understandable.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
It's not fair. Yeah.
It's not fair, especially as a woman. If you read the comments, it's like awful. You know what I mean? But it's okay. Like, I'm not
Don't mind them.
sensitive.
They can never have you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. But I'm just saying, like, it's a very like yes. Of
I mean,
course.
guys have to know if the eggs are expired or not. You know what
I'm not embarrassed, but it's just like awful because women really get judged
And shamed.
shamed
It's not
for
fair.
like do they treat their moms like that?
Stop it,
I don't
Chad. It's not
understand.
cool, bro.
Like, what's going on? Like,
She's a grown adult and deserves
exactly,
respect.
exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I take good care of myself.
There you
so
go.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. You're amazing. You're a queen.
thank you.
Get them fresh.
Okay.
All right. Where are you from?
And I'm white.
I have to claim Miami because I've been here for more than 25 years.
Okay.
Oh shit.
But my background is Indian, like my bloodline from India.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you I should never mind.
No, go ahead.
Because I saw India did like fling poop.
I listen. I'm not like if I go to India, I'm a tourist there. I'm not really. I don't really consider myself Indian. But
Got
like,
it.
if you look at me and I say I'm American, then I might throw you off. So like, I'm saying I'm Indian. Like that's
your ethnicity.
you might.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you might,
okay,
exactly.
cool.
Do you know
Gotcha.
what's your class in there? They got a caste system?
No, and I grew up Muslim, so that like,
Oh.
that's very.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you guys don't believe in the caste system then? Well,
No.
what are your thoughts on the almost war with Pakistan then?
Oh yeah.
What thoughts on what? Sorry,
The-
say that again.
There was almost a war between India and Pakistan. What are your thoughts
I
on that?
don't know. There's wars going on everywhere. There's wars going on down the street. There's wars going on in every like corner. You know, I don't like really like. I don't really feed into all these
So
like
you beef
conflicts.
with the Hindus?
I have no beef with anybody. Doesn't have beef with me. I try to like live my life in peace and happiness because it's too much commotion in the world.
Life
I
is
don't
too
need
hard.
to. Yeah, exactly. I don't need to like watch that. I don't need to like
Negative
see
energy.
that. It's negative energy. Exactly. I'm trying to stay away from it. You know what I mean?
I understand her. Yep.
All right. What do you do for work?
I am an event planner. I've been a promoter in nightlife for many years since I moved to Miami. So I've seen Miami really change over the years. I've worked in nightlife most of my life, my working life. Yeah, so I've done it all, like anything nightlife related, event related.
Oh man, your body count is crazy. I know that.
I'm not giving my body count. I don't count.
I know.
So whatever.
I know your body
Relationship
count.
status? Relationship status?
I'm married with two kids.
Nice.
Yeah.
How long have you been married for?
It's my second marriage. I've been with him for 5 years, but married for almost 2 or something like that.
How'd you guys
kids?
meet?
Uh,
Here we go.
Nightlife.
at like parent pickup at school.
Really?
Yeah.
I met at the PTA meeting. They were both there to complain about the gym or some being dirty.
Yeah.
And then I guess they said, oh, let's
They
hang
hit it
out
off.
sometime.
Oh, she saw it.
That's cute.
Yeah.
All right. Are your parents together?
No, and my dad recently passed away, but my dad was remarried for the 3rd time, and my mom twice. So, yeah, like divorces in the family. So I'm kind of following that because I've been married twice, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
Birth control for you?
No, I don't take. That's poison.
And then what's your highest education level completed?
I have a Bachelor of Science.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did your parents get mad at you that you didn't become a doctor?
Very.
Of course.
Yes. Very.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
Indians.
Indian. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
All right. Does anyone in your family, I got to ask, own a gas station or anything?
7-Eleven.
Or 7-Eleven?
7-Eleven.
Not that I'm aware of, to be honest with you.
Come again.
No. They mostly turned out.
Bro, she's the fakest Indian ever. Bro.
Yeah, exactly. I'm American.
Yeah, what
I'm
the fuck,
American.
man?
I'm
I was
American.
expecting
I'm
her to say
American.
that, yeah, we got a caste system, you know, fuck the Muslims and
We own gas
Hindus
stations.
and
I'm
she's
American.
a Muslim Indian, so
I'm
it's
American.
different.
I'm American, guys. I'm American.
right.
I'm
Is-
Miami. I'm Miami.
Is your husband Muslim too, or no?
No, he's Venezuelan.
That's
Oh,
super
shoot, okay.
wrong.
And she's from Venezuela too.
Ah, there you go. Chamas.
Family.
All right. Freak off.
Jazz first? Okay.
The freak off
Oh,
story.
the freak offs.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Break it
So
down.
yeah. So I'm just explain. So everyone thinks that these freak offs were like, him having these big orgies. What it really was Cassie would get a hotel room or his assistants, and they'd hire male escorts, and Diddy would sit there and watch male escorts have sex with his girl, Cassie. That's the freak off.
And she wanted it, by the way.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And it'd be lasting for somewhere between 24 hours all the way up to 4 days.
God damn.
And they'd be on drugs, and he'd be sitting there watching, whacking off in the back.
For 4 days?
So, you know what's crazy about
The longest one went 4 days.
about that whole...
And there's sessions in between, but yeah.
Okay.
So there's a whole class of people that are high up, and they do drugs in a room for like days, bro. On
Yeah.
end. It's crazy, bro.
It's wild.
It's sick.
It's mostly the gay guys.
Yo,
Trust me.
probably.
Yeah.
All right. Fair.
I have a lot of gay friends.
Makes sense. It's me, Matty P.
Alright.
Shout out to you for the
Oh, man.
subs, bro. Fresh updates. Hey, Granny, do you fuck Kurt Cobain in the 90s? Tell us a crazy story.
I wish, but no.
Oh. Wow,
She
that's
said she
beautiful.
wishes, but you wish. No.
That's how you looked before, right?
You nail it.
Oh my god.
That's
They edited
crazy.
the picture.
Oh.
Okay.
AT Magic.
Fresh updates. I farted and niggas blamed it on Hero. WME. That's my dog, Frank. Really no in between with Chris. He's either looking for girls outside of a high school or the retirement home.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, listen, man.
Guys, Suffocate Stubbs, man. He goes to
Yeah,
AA meeting.
listen, 7,000, man, so you get this guy to an AA meeting because he clearly is fucking drunk. Fresh updates. Hi, niggas. Okay. Yeah, Frank just had his first, he had his first birthday like 2 days ago.
Oh, nice.
He's a year old now. Happy birthday, G.
For Frank.
That's for Frank,
Frank.
probably, right? Where's he at? Oh, yeah, this is the book. Bro, there was...
No?
I don't know if I want to tell this story, but yeah, in search of clear speech, they're making. I gotta improve my smooth speech. So, this comes from a guy that wrote a book that testified at the Diddy trial.
Really?
Yeah. I'll tell the story later when we have more time. I'll tell it after.
Cool.
Maybe during the subathon. All right, Silva de Mello, drop your pants and nobody gets hurt. What the fuck, nigga? Mello, if you need help from your female Diddy friend, just blink 3 times in a row.
No, man, tell them it's not like that. Tell them it's not like that.
All right, something else going on here. All right, Fresh, for the new niggas in the chat, could you please go over Nigalations 3:16 for them?
Don't worry, bro. It's on my Twitter. Neglations is described in detail on my Twitter. There you go. Fresh's dog. Is Venezuela Granny related to Mickey Rourke?
Rourke.
Who's Mickey Rourke?
I make her work.
He's an actor.
He's an actor. That he now he's like a boxer, and his face is all destroyed. But what has that guy have to do with me?
Exactly.
Maybe because of your age.
Also, guys,
But who cares? What?
I
this
see you. Go ahead.
It's ridiculous.
All right, guys. Also, do me a solid, guys. Instead of like doing chats, guys, like just sub to the channel, man. Sub to the channel. That's the best way to help. The goal is we got to hit 10K. Obviously, we're trying to hit 7 for tonight. But yeah, we're gonna keep cooking all month long. Let's see here. What else do we got here?
BFD?
Those were hieroglyphics or hieroglyphics.
What does he mean?
Oh my god! Why?
Hey,
Oh
man, we
my
don't-
god!
we don't
Guys,
miss,
I'm
bro.
going to the gym.
We don't
Please,
miss, bro.
BBL soon. Guys, I'm waiting for a sugar daddy to buy me a BBL.
Oh, my God.
Bro,
Coming soon.
Oh,
Yo.
shit. Bro, give like
why
a
not just
chance.
go to the gym?
I do go to the gym, but it's like my bone structure. It's like I have like really like
It's my
a
bone
smaller
structure.
like
Flat
lower
ass?
body. No, like
what does bone structure have to do with flat ass?
Cause okay, so like my dad's family is like tall, right? And I'm like not that tall, but I have tall proportions.
All right, nigga.
She needs to ask God for a refund because. Okay, wait, can I read it?
Yes, please read it. Yeah, go ahead.
She needs to ask God for a refund because damn, you got no ass
No,
at
no.
all.
Say that word too.
No, why would I say that?
Aren't you black?
Why do people think I'm black? I'm not black. Like,
Per Venezuelan.
I'm not black.
Don't worry, guys. I'm so smashed, man. That's fine.
Venezuelans.
Guys,
Yo,
my butt
that
is not
shit's
that
funny as
flat.
hell,
Like,
man.
what the hell, bro?
Last
T,
one.
can
That's
you
the
make
last one.
someone a BBL out of thin air?
Yeah, that ain't magic.
Can you give me a
She need
BBL,
one, bro.
guys?
She need one, bro.
Yeah.
Guys,
please.
please, BBL.
Oh man.
She need one bad.
All right. What else do we got here?
That's it.
All right.
All right, so T, this is what I'm gonna have you do, bro, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Obviously, speaking magic is a universal language, and it can teach people to be interactive with you, be funny, of course, and laugh. Could you show us a trick or two with the audience?
Sure.
Yeah.
I tell you what. This lighter. This piece of paper. Can you take it, examine it, check it out for me? What kind of piece of paper do you think that is? Like, what do you think you can use that paper for?
Rolling paper.
This look like the little paper that you put in gifts.
No, it looks like blotting paper. Like
You know what? Actually, she's absolutely right. This is the wrapping paper. Some people say like joints, like roll up joints and stuff, but this is really just wrapping paper. But what I can do is this. I can take this lighter. If you watch me closely, I can actually burn it and make more paper.
What the?
What?
Yo,
where the fuck did that come from?
Yo.
Do it again.
Wait, can you do it again? Can you make like another one pop out?
Look, she's trying to get that BBL.
Oh, thank you, man.
Chris.
Wait, like,
I'm gonna turn Chris ass into a frog. Don't worry.
You know what's
He's
funny?
hopping over here.
We did a show with T Magic on Thursday.
Yep.
And I took $100, bro.
Yeah,
It was real. I could ballet with it.
Now you owe me 200.
All right, bro, I got you, man. I got you. Damn, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. That's got to be a good icebreaker at a party, huh?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. It's definitely one of them type of hell no, get the fuck out of here. Like what?
Yeah.
Like I told you the other day, like in a room full of rappers, entertainers, athletes, I'm the only magician.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, whoa. Even if you didn't want to watch, you're like, hold on.
How you do that?
Do that shit again. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then like how she said, she like, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again.
What the fuck?
Yo!
Oh my god, wait, make like 50 more come out right now. Like, I need a BBL right now.
Like, yeah, so you know, but yeah, some cool shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I can imagine. That's definitely a conversation starter for sure.
For sure.
Is that like the go-to trick right there with the people?
Nah, I got a couple other go-to tricks, but this right here is gonna catch that attention for sure.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. You know what I
Especially
mean?
with girls.
And then like when I do certain shows and shit, I'll give it away. Like you said, I gave it to you. You paid the valet. Like you really paid the valet. So you know it's not bullshit.
It's real money.
It's not fake. You know what I'm saying? Shit, it's real. Like,
all right.
You want to give it away to me?
Look at her.
What else do we got anything else, or did you have video fresh or anything? Or
Yeah, so when it comes to magic, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, it touches people's hearts in different ways. How has it helped you move forward with networking and meeting people in the industry?
Man, it helped me in so many different ways because like just in the back room, I just met a young lady and she told me that her daughter loves magic and she has a magic kit, and she was like, oh my god, like I really enjoy watching her perform, even though the tricks is like, you know, amateur, she loves it. So I'm like, it's touching. Like, let me show you some shit. Like this right here.
Yeah.
Most people don't even use newspaper no more. I'm sure you know what this is.
Yes, I used to clean my butt with that
Yeah,
because we didn't use
Yeah, that's what I
toilet
said, like-
paper.
Okay.
She's lying.
So
TMI.
basically, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know her? No, I'm just saying,
Well, it's my daughter.
I tell you what. That's what I want you to do. I want you to give me that cup right there. I want you to give up.
This cup.
Yes. What's in the cup?
Nothing.
Show the camera. Show chat. All right. Now, what's in this cup right here?
I got my energy drink.
The energy drink. In this cup, I got some water. Watch me closely. 1,
What?
2, 3,
What?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
oh,
What?
shit!
Oh my gosh.
Hey, yo!
Wow.
Oh my god. Did you go to like fucking Hogwarts or something? What the
When God even
my
really your
God.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, nah.
Look up the Nicka Parter, bro. When God even live your soul.
He's a niggatician. God damn, I love it, man.
Black arts, man.
Cat should have had me in the university. I
magician for
don't know
real.
what Cat got going on. He supposed to have me in university, man. I'm like, damn, Cat, you supposed to have me there. Like,
Oh yeah, university.
Yeah.
I should have been lit though.
dope.
You're a wizard, Harry.
So, like, how'd you learn that, bro? Like, how long did it take? Was it like a whole thing where you learned by yourself?
Actually, I'm still learning, bro. I'm still learning. For the show that I have mastered now, it took me a few years to get it together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I say, every day I'm still learning new magic. And a lot of these pieces that I perform in my shows are my original pieces. And if you see another magician doing it, he mimicking me.
Copy
You know what I'm saying? So, every magician don't do the same tricks. Every magician try to like stay away from other magicians so they won't be the same. But me personally, I try to do stuff that we can relate to. Like a lot of people call me the hood magician. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool.
Or the dark magician.
You know what I'm saying? It's cool because in the hood is where it's needed. You know what I'm saying? It's very well needed in the hood. You got kids growing up to be stuff that they don't want to be. They don't even know who they are. So I'm showing them, hey, you ain't got to be the rapper, the ball player. You could be the magician and still be the coolest guy in the room. You know what I'm saying?
It's a way out.
Definitely. It worked for me. It definitely worked for me. You know what I'm saying?
Good stuff, bro. Ladies.
So few people do it.
Yeah.
So it's like very unique.
Yeah.
Speaking of magic here, when it comes to dating, right? Nowadays, dating is definitely not easy. You have many options from social media. You have guys who are playing the games, girls as well. How's dating for you in the current time?
Well, yeah, she wanted to talk about this.
Yeah,
Remember,
yeah.
she's like, I thought we were coming here to date. Or talk about dating. What do you want to say? Go ahead.
Well, you're
This
married.
question is
I'm the married one, so.
That's what you said. That I thought we were coming here to date.
But let's say
No, to talk about dating. I
Yeah,
can
that's what I
talk
mean.
about
Yeah, that's
dating,
what I
but
said,
I
yeah.
mean, I'm not currently dating. I mean,
But let's say before you were married, how's dating for you?
oh, okay. Well, before that, I was married for like 17 years, so I didn't really have that long of a dating.
Why did your first marriage end?
Bro, she just wanted to say that so we wouldn't ask her age.
Yeah, pretty much.
She just like, I thought we came here to talk about dating.
Okay, I did start dating at a very young age. It's true. I was like kind of boy crazy pretty early in my life, I guess. I was like maybe like 14, starting to have boyfriends and stuff. Yeah. What's the question?
Because nowadays it's changed a lot.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's a lot harder to find
I have
somebody.
not been on any apps, so that's like after my time. See what? Because I worked in nightlife, I just met a lot of people.
Shows in the phone books.
I didn't really need to like go on apps because I never was ever searching for anybody. Like I never searched for a boyfriend.
Okay.
They just came to me.
Question.
Like, you know.
Is meeting a guy in a club a red flag?
No, because they could say the same shit about me, right? And that's not cool. You can't just judge people for what they do as like, you know what I mean? Like it's not right. Like there's good people everywhere, and there's fucked up people everywhere too. You just have to like, you know.
But in the Miami club scene, there's scammers, there's liars. It's a whole
But
like.
that's in even regular office jobs too. Like people just want to put a stigma, you know. Like I had a girlfriend, and she was like, "Oh my god!" Like she was like, "I can't find anybody." Always complaining, cause like, you know. And then I was like, "What about that guy?" "Oh, I won't talk to him. He's a DJ." And then I'm like, "What about that guy?" "I'm not gonna talk to him because he's a promoter." And then like she's just finding herself alone all the time. Like, you know, every there's a problem with everything. Then, you know, like you don't know, like, you know what I mean. You got to give people a chance. Like, you know, you can't just judge people by what they do for work. I mean, that kind of work, what she's doing is a little different because, you know, that's maybe a little extreme for some people. But just because you're working in a club doesn't make you a cheater or make you. Because I was working in clubs and I was a faithful wife. I didn't cheat. I mean, you know.
You never cheated?
No, I'm not saying I've never cheated in my life. I've cheated in my life. But just because I worked in a nightclub doesn't make me a cheater is what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
But
What's the question?
but you cheated though.
I think everybody's cheated at least once in their life. Like, you know,
I
you
mean, not
got me,
everybody.
like,
Was it
you
on your
know.
ex-husband?
Don't lie.
I'm not answering personal like stuff about people. I'm saying like
17
I've
years,
dated
man.
people and you know, but like I'm saying, you know, I was the faithful.
17 years. 17 years.
Okay.
Timu
What about
Fairmont.
you?
Well, I used to date a guy, but we have different religions, and then he was very religious. So, and my
Probably the Pope.
problem really is not just
She dated
the
the Pope.
age.
The Pope died.
And it's not the age.
though.
It's more. I don't know if I have a masculine energy, but girls love me like, and I don't. I'm like
You're straight.
I'm
Straight.
very straight, but
Because you
I
give
have.
off like sugar mommy vibes.
Do you think so? It was
really trying to
women
get
of
that
my
BBL.
age,
Yo,
darling.
no.
Everything here
I'm
is
saying,
about
like,
the age.
I'm just saying, like, you give off like sugar. Like, I feel
No,
like you would
sis.
take a
No,
girl
sis.
shopping.
Sis? You could be her mom.
Grandma.
No, my mom's.
Great grandma.
Wait, how old are you again?
57.
Yeah, my grandma's like 60 something, 61.
Damn.
It's okay.
Okay, so you're dating this guy and then.
No, we have different religions, and it didn't work.
What was his religion? What was yours?
He's Jewish.
Oh yeah, they don't go astray.
No, and we have a problem with the kitchen and having, I cannot put milk in my own, refrigerator and all that. And was my house.
You can't eat a cheeseburger.
Yeah, he didn't know so much of life also because he was very religious.
Sheltered?
And what's your religion? You're a Christian or a Catholic?
No,
Spiritual.
Spiritual, yeah.
Why do you choose now not to date men? Like, seriously. Why do you choose to be single now at your age?
I'm very focused of what I'm doing right now, and it's been tough in that sense. So I don't want it to give effort in that. My effort right now is what I'm doing. I'm doing hats. I wanted to be successful. So that energy that is draining so much from me, I prefer to give it to my business.
Are you happier now or before when you were dating men? Seriously.
When I was with him, I had like a great sex, and I feel that I look like so beautiful.
The Jewish guy?
And was the Jewish guy, and
You know what they say about big noses?
The Hebrew hammer, I guess.
yeah.
Byron, please.
Everything that is in your mind is like that, like little thing, all that.
Yo, someone said she dated Noah.
Noah.
We're comedians, by the
Okay,
way.
thank you for that.
Okay.
What about you? Obviously, in your industry, it's a little bit different, but like, how's dating been for you so far?
Dating. How's dating been for me so far?
Good, bad? Is it before your actual like boyfriend?
Oh, so I'm really happy now. I think that dating, obviously, like dating has been like a culmination to the relationship I'm in now. So the dating before was I was like learning things, and I was learning like what I did like, what I didn't like, and then I actually kind of fell into the relationship with my boyfriend now, honestly, because neither of us were looking for anything. We
How'd you meet him?
I met him on a swingers dating website. So I was like a single.
Wait, what's the website called?
You what?
Oh.
SDC.
Fresh, you heard of it?
No. Okay. SDC?
SDC. It's really good. So basically, I was like 37 when I first went to a swingers party, and I was like, what the fuck? I thought I was just a slut. Actually, I'm a swinger. All this time, I never even knew.
Wait, question. Are the people there ugly?
No.
No?
Really?
No, especially in Miami, Orlando, Tampa. There's lots of young, hot swingers. And lots of them are in the similar.
What happens at the swinger party? What happens there? Is it like couples that just come in and want to fuck each other? Or how's it work?
I'd say like it's very much like if you see somebody you like, then I don't know. Sometimes there's a lot of like taking one for the team because a lot of the girls look better than the guys. So like say if me and my boyfriend are somewhere and we see the girl looks really, really good and the guy doesn't look so good, but I like the girl as well. And it's like, well, we're gonna, X, Y, Z.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. But I'd say that my dating experience has been like, probably meeting somebody that I'm like, so we have amazing sex, and then I can let the other stuff slide because the sex is so good. And then it's like, oh wow, if you actually let stuff slide more, you're actually happier. And then I'm like, what? I'm actually happy. Okay, so maybe I'm just going to be happy and let stuff slide.
Do you want to get married?
No.
No?
No.
I mean, is it your choice or?
I've already been married, and I don't think that I could improve on my current situation by being married. I think it would be worse if I was married.
Okay. What about you?
Dating for me has been fun.
Are you fucking?
A lot of fucking.
Yeah. A lot of fucking, bro. She fucking, bro. You're a freak, bro.
Why is it fun?
Huh?
Why is it fun?
I feel like the dating, going out on dates, getting to know somebody, the way they treat you, all of it is fun.
Do you want to get married one day with kids?
I would love to.
Is dating hard because you can't find a guy, or just fun because it's fun to have different guys?
I got.
The free meals.
She got numbers, man. She got numbers.
I would say it's fun because the experiment, like different people.
Well, you experiment on dicks?
No.
Yep. So then what's the experiment? Is guys taking you out?
No, just different people, different experience. This person might take you on a trip. This person might take you out to dinner. This person might take you to do some artsy stuff.
Or pay the rent.
That's always available.
So, what age do you want to be married by?
I don't have no set age.
Listen,
Really?
Yeah.
So,
Whenever it come. I don't want to rush it. I don't want to set no date on it, and then when it don't come, I'm upset or whatever. You know.
Wait, how old are you again?
I'm 25.
Bro, you got no time left.
Says
What?
who?
Listen,
No.
you got two girls
she
over
doesn't
50
look
years old. To
25.
my what? You, and
Exactly.
single as fuck, getting divorced and shit. If I was you, get married early while you have to have a chance. You know what I'm saying?
But why you say I should get married early?
I mean, you're 25. You're at your peak right now. You fucked right now. So and you still want to date and play the it happens game, the magic game.
The magic.
That's life. Sit here and say, "Oh, I want to get married by 27." That don't mean I'm gonna get married.
Yeah,
by
but you
27.
need goals. You need like steps. You need to get
Okay,
find a
the goal is
man.
to get
You gotta
married.
date him for at least a year or two. You know what I'm saying? So by that time, he may not be the right person for you, or may. You know what I'm saying? So before you know it, you're 57 on fresh and fit. And single as fuck. Talking about dating queen and shit. You know what I'm saying?
She's living her
I saw
life.
Queen, but I went backstage.
I don't feel like it's gonna work like that.
I don't understand that you guys think that if we get old, we're almost dying or getting rotten.
You got more periods left. What? That's God's way of telling you, girl, you done.
No.
Isn't that better? You guys could like come in.
You get married at all
My grandma got married at like 70.
Wait. Hold on, ladies. One at a time, okay? Mo likes that shit, not me.
Oh,
You like to fuck girls on their period?
Mo?
no, multiple
Multiple
at once.
That's a fetish.
It was a one-time thing. I just wasn't mad though.
Yeah.
Sensational.
So wait, Chris, you're saying she'll get no more periods ticket?
No, it's just gone, bro. Like God said.
If you can walk through mud, you can fuck through blood.
It depends on the baddie. Sometimes I don't fuck real lights.
Sensational.
don't mind him. He's a little bit disturbed. What about you?
Like how has dating been?
I mean, you're 18, but still, like.
Bro, you know.
No, yeah, but I started I was like
here we
in
go.
an abusive relationship when I was 14. I think I talked about it here.
You can say it again.
No, you
No,
talk.
you didn't talk about it here.
Huh?
Why was he, I guess, hitting you?
Oh no, he like when I was like 14, he gave me like a black eye because I didn't suck his dick.
Wow.
And then on top of that, I told his mom. On top of that, I told his mom, and then his mom said
All right,
his mom.
Yeah.
No, wait, no, because this is like crazy.
but you're 14 back then.
Yeah,
I wouldn't hear
man.
that shit.
No, but his mom was like,
No.
"Oh, like he's a kid.
No.
You shouldn't expect
Silver.
that."
No.
You shouldn't be sucking dick at 14 either.
Yeah, what the fuck? Come on, man.
I was very neglected. Like,
Dude, what is wrong with these young girls?
Bro. Okay, so you know the
14
theory,
or-
younger is better sometimes? Bro, they're cooked nowadays, bro. TikTok brain.
Bro, I
man.
didn't lose my virginity until I was 18, man. These girls are out here like giving it up at 14, man.
12,
Bro, you're a
11.
kid, man.
Brother,
Fuck.
I mean, 17 bodies.
yeah,
Mark.
but 14 is normal
17
nowadays. I know
bodies.
some girls that lost it at 12.
Oh,
That's not
no.
normal.
Whoa.
That's still not normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just keep it to when you're an adult.
Yeah.
How about that?
Oh, okay.
I'm
So-
still doing magic shows for motherfuckers 12 and 13 and 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should keep it like that.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
yeah, that's crazy.
As a mom.
So at what point did you want to say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do OnlyFans and finesse niggas?
When I got kicked out.
Of your house?
Yeah.
Why were you kicked out?
I talked about it here too. I literally my mom. I came home at 10 p.m. from the gym and I didn't clean my room. And my mom's low-key
From the
so
gym.
she was like, "Get the fuck out." Yes, from the gym.
So you got, wait.
I swear, when I was already on this podcast, I haven't gone out in a while. But now it's been a little different since after the podcast, I low-key blew up a little bit. Cause I was viral on TikTok once.
Yeah.
And then after the podcast, it went I used to get literally millions of views, and then it went down. And then I got back on the podcast, and now it's back up.
Wow. That's good for you.
Thanks.
Wait, what?
So
Podcast?
she was down in views, came on a podcast, and went up.
Down in views for what, though?
TikTok.
Oh. What kind of content?
Y'all niggas are simps, man.
I don't make any crazy content on TikTok. I went viral on TikTok when I was 16.
Let me guess, for dancing?
No, literally for random relatable shit. It was stupid stuff. Literally the first time I went viral, I was literally just
TikTok is
crying.
retarded.
No caption, no makeup, and then I went viral for being a pretty crier. Makes no sense.
Wait,
Yo, T, how hard was it to get to your name and status? Just crying on the internet? That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy. I'm out here burning paper, making it money, turning birds to chicken and shit.
All I gotta
And
do
she
is take a
crying
picture,
and she
take a
blowing up.
video.
That's
Damn.
wild, bro. Only women. What about you?
Well, I mean, when you say dating, I think of like going out with somebody with the intention of starting a relationship with them, and it's been good because I mean, I'm at the age now where if I meet somebody and I like them and they're really young, then I know that there's no, it's just kind of a friends with benefits. It's what it's gonna be, and that's fine. And then if I meet somebody that's close to my age, then, yeah, I know that like it would be dating, but I haven't met anybody that. I met one person, but he had a girlfriend.
How'd you find out?
I found out the first night. Like, he invited me to his house, and then when I pulled in, he was like, "Oh, by the way, I live here with somebody, and she likes girls." And I was like, "But I don't." Yeah, so, yeah. I mean, it's not that I don't like girls, but I'm not averse to women. I'm not, they don't, I'm not attracted to them sexually.
T,
Yeah.
how's it been for you?
My day life?
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. I have a amazing love. I love my lady. I cherish her. Yeah. My life is amazing.
How do you handle going to like parties through Magic and girls are like, "Oh my God, T, I want to be with you," blah blah blah. 'Cause I
Shit
know that happens
crazy,
a lot.
bro. Like,
Yeah.
I swear to God. My lady just looked at the fucking Instagram and was like, "Oh, you down there on South Beach hiding that bitch?" So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm doing cracking jokes and I said sexy red and you was like, I'm like, oh shit. But yeah, shit be crazy.
Damn, that's tough.
So she gets jealous?
Yes, she do. And I'm like, listen, I'm a
That's
fucking
good.
entertainer. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
I
It works in
trick
your
bitches
favor,
for a
bro.
living.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I'm
works in your
saying?
favor. We'll do some more chats real
Yeah,
quick.
I think with women, like they need to feel like other women want you.
Yeah, I
for
think
them
so,
to
too.
actually respect you. Because the thing is that what I've noticed with women is like they just don't respect men that don't have other women. It's just simply what it is. Like girls only respect guys that like kind of don't take them seriously and have other women. That's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
Or they feel like he can replace them with another girl.
Facts.
So, yeah. Okay. We can look at some of these chats. What do we got here? Okay, we got the real magic is making him speak proper. This nigga, bro.
Colonels.
Comedian Dini. Okay. Cornell's. The exotic milk dud nigga out here doing expecto nigga. What the? Nigiosa? Check your wallets and credit cards because burning paper is not the only thing to spirit tonight. Okay. Racist jokes. Some
Anonymous.
nigga just want to give you an update since the tattoo removal advice from Myron late last year. Since then, I'm 3 sessions in and now have an official letter from the sheriff's office. W sponsorship. Next call on the show. I'll explain more. Thank you for enough. Shout out to you, bro.
stuff,
Congratulations.
bro.
I remember who it is he called into the show on that. Guys, let's get the subs up, by the way, man. Let's get to, let's hit that 7,000, like I said. Let's get Chris A. That nigga needs help. Fire Shell, speech will become a distinguishing trait given use of AI, social media, and work from home.
Good point.
Okay, what else?
That's it.
And let me know if you guys are able to find that video. Somebody said who booked these Sabertooths.
It's funny.
That's funny. So when it comes to dating itself, I think the dating market has changed a lot. And it's may sound dark, but like now it's pay to play. Because back in the day, it was more like, all right, if this guy has some money or some success or some ambition, he's an investment in the future. So if I go with him, I'll be taking care of it in the security. But nowadays it's more like, all right, well, if I can find a guy that can do the car payment, trips, even pay rent, I got multiple guys that can do what I want. Why have one guy? So in your opinion, do you think it's pay to play? If so, why not?
Yeah, I think not for me personally because I don't care, but like a lot of women, they want to make money. They want to get something in return for whatever I guess they feel like they're giving them. So.
But isn't sex an equal exchange between two people?
It is, but women seem to be the ones that are being chased more than men.
True.
Like men do the chasing and women.
I don't know. In Miami, these women be thirsty out here.
Thirsty.
Yeah, thirsty.
Thirsty.
What does that mean, thirsty?
Oh, come on.
Can you define it?
There's more beautiful women in Miami than anywhere I've ever seen, and I've traveled the world. And I can say that. They're the most amount of beautiful women here in Miami.
The men are pretty hot.
And the men are not that hot.
I've seen a few. You guys gotta go to Australia.
I don't know.
Maybe Australia. I haven't been to Australia. You got me on that one. I don't know.
Wait, have you been to Australia?
With who?
Don't worry about it.
I like how you knew right away she ain't go by herself.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, man. Cool.
Okay, but sorry, you were saying. So how are the girls thirsty? Like, because I think
There's
women
a shortage. There's a shortage of men. Most of the hot guys are gay or bi.
Okay, so
That's so true.
And those are the ones that take care of themselves. Those are the ones that go to the gym. Those are the ones that dress good. And then you find out that dude wants, something in his butt. So
are you saying women date a small percentage of men?
say that again. What?
So are you saying, by proxy, women date a small percentage of men?
There's not enough men, real men. Real men in Miami. That's just my opinion, and I've been out. I've been
Can
looking
you define what a
and
real man is?
I'm not talking for me. I'm talking from girls that tell me this
Can
too.
you define what a real man is specifically?
A real man, like a masculine man. I didn't say anything about money. Obviously, a man should be able to take care of himself and not depend on a woman.
Yeah.
I mean that's common sense to me, But these men out here, a lot of these hot guys, they want women to take care of them.
Yeah.
So the hot ones are like finding women to take care of them, or they're gay, or they got drug and drinking problems, but like extreme, not recreational users. Like they're like off the chain.
Damn.
And I mean, this is what I see, and I'm talking like not from my experience. I'm talking about like because I'm a promoter and I go out with a lot of girls.
You see it.
I see they talk to me about it. A lot of people talk to me. I listen. I'll never like gossip. I'll never like give names, or I'm very like I keep people's secrets. But I'm just like speaking for the women that have talked to me, and I see it. You know what I mean? I talk to a lot of people, and they talk to me. People confide in me.
So, in your opinion, where should girls go to find good guys for them, long term?
I don't know. I don't think there's any specific place. I don't think there's like a secret. I don't think it's like, oh, this is bad, this is good. Like how you said a club is bad. No. I just think like when you know. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter where you meet them. But like when the person's a good person, you'll know, you should know it. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter where. Like he'll be online. I don't know. I don't think there's a golden like spot out there, to me. But I definitely think there's a shortage though.
Okay.
That's my
Shortage of men, you said, right? Is what you're saying?
A shortage of real men, yes.
Okay. So do you think women should be chasing men or men should be chasing women?
I think it's unnatural for a woman to chase a man. I think it's not biologically normal. No, I don't think it's right. I think that women have been courted for centuries, even in the animal kingdom. It's always, even the peacock.
Yeah.
He like puts his feathers out and he's
But
the
do you think
beautiful
modern
one.
women deserve to be courted nowadays?
Do women deserve to be courted?
Modern women.
The women
Yes,
of today?
yes, women need to be courted, of course. This whole
All right, let me
movement,
hold on one sec. So let me get this straight. Before, women used to be courted because they had some semblance of respect for masculinity. They typically had a dad. They understood not being a whore. They understood listening to a man and obeying a man.
obeying,
Nowadays,
I don't know, obeying, like maybe.
see, there you go. So
like
let me
obeying
get.
is like your parent, like like
Wow.
listening to your man. Listening to your man is different than obeying.
See, here's the thing, and you just proved it right there.
Yeah.
What?
You have an issue with the term obey. But when we use the term courtship, a guy courting a woman, you guys have no problem with that classical term. But when I say, well, you need to obey to get that courtship, oh, that's a problem.
I just don't like when you say obey. That means
Okay.
like you're just listening without any opinion.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You're just doing as you're
and
told.
that is why we courted you guys, because you guys didn't give us your annoying ass opinion. And this is what I'm trying to say. Like women, right?
I think it should go both
Let me be
ways.
very blunt about this, because I've kind of been holding my power level back. I think most women are stupid. I think you guys deserve to not have the full rights of a man. I don't think you guys should be voting. I think you guys should be
Wow.
second-class citizens. And I'll explain why. I can go through this systematically.
Wow.
Men and women are vastly different. Men are
Might as
superior
well
to
go
things
back
that
to
matter
that.
when it comes to running a civilization. Women just exist in a civilization. And women don't really build anything and they don't create anything. You guys kind of just enjoy the merits that men have created. Every civilization pretty much has been made by men. Men fight in the wars, men lead the revolutions, men create the freedom that you guys enjoy so you guys can do the things that you guys want. I mean, hell, feminism wouldn't exist if it wasn't for men, giving you guys the ability to be feminists. So when women say things like there's no real men anymore and courtship is dead or chivalry is dead, well, yeah, it's because women killed it, because women behave more like men. It used to be we treated you guys like ladies because you were ladies. You guys didn't work. You guys stayed at home. You guys were feminine and docile. So we had to be the nice guy. We had to court you and give you guys certain things, open a door for you, because that was a gentleman thing to do, because there was traditional gender roles.
No, I
but the
actually agree with
problem
that.
is that you guys want to be able to have your cake and eat it, right? And the thing is you guys want to be able to be treated like equals. while simultaneously being able to be treated like a lady. And I'm here to say that's not a fair deal for us.
Yeah.
Why
Oh,
would we treat you like a
please.
lady, give you all the privileges and rights of a man, but you get no responsibility of a man?
Well, we have different responsibilities. Like the woman's responsibility is to like support her man.
Yeah, but they don't do that
and-
anymore.
Well,
I mean,
they
just now I said obey.
should.
I said the term obey, and
is
immediately
like-
pissed you off. Like
no,
I
no,
said
it didn't
obey.
piss me off. It didn't piss me off. The term obey
Bruh.
is like you're doing something
Comply.
like like a parent to a child. That's obey. Like sit down, stand.
Yeah,
like
but that's
you're
ne-
in
that-
timeout. That's
okay.
obey.
Shut up, bitch. Yeah, I think, and that's exactly how I think men need to treat women. We need to treat you guys like kids because you guys are basically. Let me explain what I mean by this.
I love.
Women, right, get to behave like adults when it suits them, but when it's time for accountability, they don't want to deal with the said accountability. You guys are able to say, oh, let's say you get in an altercation with your guy, right, and you punch him, and then he shoves you or something like that. Women could go out and play the victim role and be like, oh, well, you know, he hit me, which I'm not saying hitting a woman is ever okay. Never. It never is. Yeah. But the point I'm trying to make is that you guys get the same rights and privileges as men, but then you can go ahead and absolve yourself of responsibility like a child when it suits you.
Makes sense?
No, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't?
No,
How
it
do- you
really
don't-
doesn't.
you don't agree?
Does this make sense to anybody else? I don't know.
I feel like
am I the only one that's gonna
I
talk
get
that
what you're
says
trying to
this
say, but
doesn't make
Okay.
sense?
Okay, let me ask you this then. You said that you had a career where you were working in nightlife, right?
I still do.
Okay,
yes.
you still do.
Uh-huh.
Now, let's say you decided to leave the nightlife and rely on your husband for financial aid. Would you be able to do that? Would you be able to leave
Okay,
and he would support
me
you?
personally, I like to provide for myself because I don't really want someone,
That's
another
fine.
human being
But
telling
I'm
me how to
saying
live
if
my
you
life.
left, if you left, could you do it and it wouldn't change anything? Your husband will still stick by your side.
I don't think I'd be the same person. Why would someone want to, if they met me working and doing something, and then now I have to change for them, that's not who I really
On a
am.
financial level.
Please listen to the question.
Okay, financial
No,
level.
Please
Okay.
listen to the question. I'm
okay.
simply asking you. Let's say you got tired of nightlife. You said, I don't want to do this anymore.
Okay,
I'm going to go look for another career field. But you need a few months to do that, so you'll be unemployed.
okay.
Would your husband leave you?
He shouldn't.
But would he? He
It
probably
depends.
wouldn't. I would argue probably
Probably
wouldn't.
not.
I don't know.
He probably won't.
What this day and age, maybe these guys out there. I'm telling you, it's like they probably be like, okay, bye. I don't know.
I'm assuming he probably there's be a high likelihood he probably wouldn't leave you. But if it was to go the other way around, he would leave. You would leave him though.
No, I
That's
don't
my
think
point.
so. If you see your man is working hard and he's doing the right thing. No, I mean, look.
How long?
Yeah.
How
Well,
long?
keyword she said you see him working hard. But
Yeah.
let's say he said, I don't want to work anymore.
Okay, for example, I'm going to give you a hypothetical situation. Maybe this happened to me and maybe it didn't, okay? But like if I was with my man, he supported me, brought me to a place where I'm financially doing well and he taught me so many things. And then he invested in, let's say real estate, and then the market crashed and he had to declare bankruptcy. Would I leave him? No.
Maybe not immediately, but at some point you will.
Well, what if I said that maybe happened to me? So and maybe I didn't. What I'm saying
Your
is,
first husband?
I'm not going to get into the details, but a real woman is not going to leave her man because he just has a small
You're
period
missing the
of
point.
where,
You're missing
you
the point
know?
of my point that I'm trying to make. I'm saying if you decided to leave the workforce, it wouldn't hurt your ability to keep your guy or retain your guy that much. But if he left the workforce, it would absolutely hurt his ability to retain you. So in other words,
I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know. I don't agree with that.
I 100% agree with that.
like men and women have different burden of performance. Like no one gives a fuck about a woman's career. You guys care a lot about our career though. We don't give a fuck about y'all's social status,
Income.
but you guys care a
Wait,
lot
can
about
I
our
say
social status.
something?
We have a measurement of success. Men must become successful. We have to do something right to get women. You guys don't have to do anything. Just exist. That's what I'm trying to say here. So when I say that there's no burden of performance and there's no responsibility on women, but you guys have all this power, that's what I'm trying to say. So you could be successful if you guys want, but you can also be a stay-at-home mom if you want. So you have the choice. We don't get that privilege.
It's called leverage. We do. You're right.
It's called living life on easy mode.
Leverage.
So
Can I say
that's
something?
that's
Well, it's
Like,
a job to stay
regarding-
home and look after kids
Like,
and do
Good.
the,
Okay,
keep
yeah,
the
you
house
just
in order.
said about chivalry and whatever and traditionalist. Like I completely agree with what you were saying because have you ever this is so whatever, but you notice how guys call their girls princess or that's a nickname. When the fuck have you ever heard someone call their man a prince? You know what I mean? Oh, my prince. That sounds fucking gay. If you're talking to a child, no, the man is supposed to take care of the woman, and that's how it's always been. And I don't necessarily think that we shouldn't have rights. I think we should have rights, obviously, to vote, whatever. But we have always been put in that place to be taken care of, and we should be taken care of, and that's just how it should be.
Well, I don't know about should. Because it used to be that women were worth taking care of, but most of you guys are hoes now. So I think
everyone is a
and
hoe
this
now.
comes back because she was saying like, oh, men aren't men anymore. Well, here's the thing: why are men gonna fight to be men to take care of women that we have hoflation? Women are more promiscuous now than ever. They don't respect you. When you say the term obey, they look at you like you're crazy.
But that's all around.
But it's like,
too.
why the fuck am I gonna sit here and support you when you don't even listen to what I say? That's crazy to me. Like I think women need to.
Depends. You could be promiscuous and
you
still
literally
be a
didn't
good
like when I
word.
use the term obey, and I'm like,
I said
The word
listen instead of obey. It's a different.
it needs to be obey. Like I'm not gonna bust my ass to become successful to have bitches talk back to me. Like I'm be honest with y'all. Like guys that like bust their ass to get to a certain point, we don't want to listen to women talk back or your opinions or anything. Because quite frankly, most of you guys don't have anything smart to say. If I'm being real, like very few women can actually have intellectual conversations where, damn, I learned something from talking to her.
Wow,
no
you've had
offense,
some
not
really,
all.
really bad dating experiences, I think.
It's not all. It's
I
not
feel
all.
so bad for him.
So, yeah.
Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I feel bad for
I'm
you.
sorry
Financially,
for you.
women are not the most adept. Just keeping it real.
It's not all women, but what I am saying is that most women tend to not be interesting, and the most attractive girls tend to really not be interesting.
Yeah.
And why would you guys be? I have a video here to show you guys what I mean by this. Okay, let's pull this video up real fast.
Awesome.
So here's this girl, right? She makes this video, and this video perfectly personifies female entitlement in today's day and age. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Here we go.
So I live in the Bronx. As you can tell. So make me famous so that I can escape this, Do it. So I live in the Bronx.
So if a dude did this shit, we would laugh at him and say, what the fuck, get the fuck out of here, right?
Facts.
But like this girl made this video saying, get me out of here, blah, blah, smiles at the camera. And the only reason she has the gall to do this is because she understands that women have an invisible privilege where they can kind of double dip. They can be, I'm an entrepreneur and I'm a boss bitch on one hand, but at the other side, they could also play victim and say, I'm vulnerable and give me money and whatever. So they're able to kind of do both things at the same time.
Both sides,
And I'm
yeah.
here to say, look, if women want to behave like men, that's fine, but I'm not going to treat you like a lady anymore. And I don't think any guy should. I think if women want to go ahead and chase their career and be whores and, live life, fine. But I don't think you guys qualify for certain types of relationships. Like, you can't sit there and say, I want a traditional man when you're not a traditional woman.
Facts.
It's not fair for us.
It's not.
Like, it's crazy to me. Like, oh, I want a man that's going to take care of me and protect and provide for me. But it's like, well, you can't even protect your fucking vagina from being railed.
Well, that's why you communicate,
crazy.
and that's why you try to find the right person. Like, there's all people.
Communication doesn't work because you guys lie.
Oh wow.
We asked your body count
everybody.
before, you lied about it.
Yeah.
This is a podcast. Like, obviously, like.
That's not
Like,
obvious.
What does that mean?
I'm not saying like my
You
entire
lied
life
to the guys
details.
that try to like talk to you. You tell you're a virgin to get more money out of them.
And I'm getting money.
That's why
That's the
communication with
point.
y'all is retarded.
I'm not gonna lie to my boyfriends.
Boyfriends.
Wait a minute.
Boyfriend.
No, you said
Actually,
S.
no, I have a couple right now.
Okay. See, here's the thing. Here's another ugly reality about women, right? Everything about you guys is deception. We don't know when you're on your period. We don't know if you guys are interested. You guys wear makeup. You wear heels. You wear waist trainers. You get, deceptive surgery to change the way that you look. You wear weave. You wear
Filters.
You wear
This
all the
hair
types of
real.
shit. Eyelash extensions, nails. Everything about the female mystique is kind of a lie. And you
It's
guys
always
aren't
been that
honest a
way.
lot of times. When we talk to you guys conceal a lot of things. So what I'm here to say is that, like, women just lie, man. Y'all lie
But
more
it's
than we do.
always been that way,
Actually,
even in traditional times.
Go ahead.
So I don't.
Sorry.
But at least we knew that back then in the day she had a father that probably held her to some kind of standard, and she wouldn't be a 304 when we got her. But nowadays, since most women don't have
literally
dads,
304s were like queens. Like there had like we already like literally there's always like those, what is it called when you have like
Concubines?
Exactly. For
So
queens
you
and
can
kings.
They were still
see,
hoes, though.
No one
like it's
respects
always
hoes.
it's
All right, you're
always
saying? Go
been.
ahead.
I'm
it's
sorry,
always been
Yeah, go
but
ahead.
anyway, you can see if we did the eyelashes and the boobies and
boobies?
all the the surgeries.
Yeah.
But us, we can date for I don't know how long, and then you take your pants off and you can have like this little thing. So at least you can see us
What?
with the boobie and
So
everything.
you're shaming niggas' dicks now?
no, she's trying to say at least with us, it's external and you can see what
can
you're
see it.
getting
Exactly.
versus. Okay,
Yes.
well, here's where you're wrong, Grandma. with men, right? Men have to provide far more value than just sexuality. Your main agency is sexuality. Our main agency is many different things. Provisioning, protection, status. Like, men provide value in other ways. Like, think about it. Women are in relationships with guys all the time in sexless marriages. How is that happen? The guy's not getting what he wants, but the woman's still getting a bunch of the things that she wants. Why do you put men in the friend zone? Because you're able to get the friendship energy, the masculine energy without fucking. So men have to provide value in a relationship, and the value we provide is multifaceted. The value you guys provide is single-faceted. It's typically sexual. And if you're not giving sex, you're effectively useless.
Sex is just the most liquid asset that.
It's the only asset you guys have.
But like, sex is so easy to get
if
anyway.
you guys,
Like, why does that even matter?
No, that's where you're wrong. It's actually not that easy to get. That's a common
How is
fallacy
it
by
not?
women.
It's not easy to get sex. I
No,
mean,
it's not. Most
really
guys are
is.
virgins nowadays.
Do you know
Not by
how
choice.
literally, and like a guy will fuck anything, and a girl like can choose who she wants to fuck.
Think of it this way. She is a porn actress, right? And she does OnlyFans. And these are billion-dollar industries. Do you think these industries would be as profitable and lucrative if men were getting laid as easy as you thought it was?
Good point.
Exactly, they don't get laid
Hold on, I'm
as easy
asking
as
her.
us. Oh,
I mean, it maybe depends where you are and your exposure. Like, a lot of these guys are just home and they're not really making an effort. You know what I mean? They're just home, like,
Okay,
jerking
so we're
off.
getting
I don't
somewhere.
know.
They're not making an effort. Do you think a guy that's not making an effort, it would be easier for him to get laid?
Yes, of course. It's easy to get laid. It just costs a little bit of money, maybe, or just go out and like go on. Just is maybe
Just get on a dating app and get a girl. Is that easy?
I think so. Yeah, I think you just buy them dinner and this and that. Take her. Maybe you have to
Buy
spend a
'em
little
dinner.
bit of money. You might
Dinner.
have to spend some extra
Ladies, how
money
many of you
depending on who
guys,
you
how many of
are.
you guys been on a date with a guy, a dinner date, and you didn't fuck him after?
I no.
Every
like,
single one of y'all?
The fuck no.
Yeah?
No. No, I didn't. I would not fuck a guy after a dinner date.
No, I'm saying, how many of you been on a dinner date with a guy and you did not have sex with him?
Oh, yeah,
Probably
like,
every
yeah.
single one of you, right?
Yeah, but these are like hot chicks. Like, I'm talking about regular girls, maybe, or like the ones that are also thirsty, that are not getting dick,
Well,
also. And
I'll
then
be honest
there's
with you, hot
there's
is
people.
no, but
subjective.
Yeah, hot no, but even average girls are cleaning up, getting dudes to go on dates with them for dinner and not.
There's
fucking.
working girls out there that will give up. I mean, it's not that hard. I
so-
mean, there's.
You know what's crazy? I got a buddy of mine, right? Successful guy here in Miami. And he found out his girlfriend of 10 years was a sugar baby. Now, mind you, he didn't know because he's not on these websites. But he does know is every time he's in a new city, he goes on a website to find if his girl or girls in the area are doing sugar dating. Which tells me that the current marketplace is a paper play system. Now, obviously speaking, women lie. They won't say what they're doing. But imagine you're selling purity to a guy, and he's saying, you know what, I'll wife you up, but then you're a hoe. So this is why most men will argue and say, you know what, why wife you up? I guess fuck you, have fun, and never wife you. Facts. So what's the point?
Yeah.
And then from your point of view, the guys that you talk about are in the club. They got money, poly status, maybe a table. That's different than regular guys on the street. Way different.
Easy fucking girls?
You said what?
It's easy
he's got a
get
girl.
laid?
He's got a girl.
Oh,
I got a
well,
woman.
before you had a girl.
You said before I had a girl?
Yeah, it was easy.
Hell yeah, it's easy to fuck a bitch.
See, there you go.
But hold on. He's a magician with clout and status. That's not the same thing as a regular guy.
Yeah, regular
Okay,
guys.
before
Okay,
you
but
were a
a guy will fuck
magician,
anything.
before you were, did you have game? Did you be able to talk to girls and get laid?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, yeah, I had game.
Okay, he had game. He got it.
But is he the average guy though?
What's the average guy? Either you
why.
gotta have money, you gotta have game, or you gotta have looks. You gotta have
We're
one
not
average
born
guy.
with-
when you
we're
don't
not
have
born with
any
that
of
stuff.
those.
We have to create that
Bro,
ourselves.
her answer in itself proves the
Yeah,
point. She
yeah.
said, "What is an average guy?"
She don't understand.
She doesn't even look. I've always said privilege is invisible to those that have it. Like, women don't understand how difficult it is for the male experience because you guys live life on easy mode. You said it yourself. You bragged. I never had to approach a guy. You said that at the top of the show. They just come to me. We don't get that privilege. Like, we have to go up to the girl, get rejected thousands of times, and then eventually maybe we figure it out. I'm sorry?
Of course, you're going to get rejected the way how you talk. As a woman, of course.
He means
I'm
in
like,
general.
mhm.
Do you talk like that when you meet girls? Like, I'm just curious. Like, does it
Obviously
work
not.
when you
Me
say
personally, yes.
when you
Me
start-
personally, yes.
Do you tell them they have to obey
like
you
that
when you
relationship,
first
bro.
meet
Of
them?
course.
Yes, because
Is that working for you?
No, of course not.
Oh my
No,
God,
it doesn't
Romeo, I
work.
love you.
look, let's again.
This is
This isn't about me. The point I'm trying to make is that
at-home attacks.
Yeah, it's just
I mean, Mine was
incredible.
right. They are stupid.
Yeah, like you guys you're missing the general concept. What I'm saying is that in general, the male experience, men have to go out there and talk to girls, and we get rejected a lot.
Facts.
You guys, on the other hand, don't get rejected almost ever. So for you have a very skewed perception of what it's like on the other side. Now, here's the thing. One of my controversial takes, I don't think women have empathy. I actually think you guys lack empathy, and I'll explain what I mean by this. Empathy is the ability to identify with someone's experience in their own shoes. Sympathy is being able to feel sorry for someone. I think you guys have sympathy, but you guys completely lack empathy. Like when I say things like, it's hard for men to get laid, or it's very difficult for men to get attraction to women, and you look at me like I'm crazy, like, that's not true. That means you lack empathy, because unlike women, right, men have to understand women. We have to know what you guys like. We have to be attractive. We have to be dominant. We have to plan a date. We have to have our apartment set up in a certain way. So when we bring you back, you want to have sex with us. You guys don't have to understand us to attract us, but we have to understand you to attract you. And if we don't understand you, you curve us, right? So we have to figure this out. It's do or die. But for you guys, like you said before, bragging, men come up to me. That doesn't happen to anybody. Only maybe the top 1% of men that are celebrities like a Justin Bieber or Chris Brown, women might come up to them. But that's because they built an enormous amount of status, an enormous amount of money, and they're at the top 0.001%. But most men rarely, if ever, get approached by women, even attractive guys.
That's very true, yeah.
I agree with you, though. I'm not disagreeing with you, because I just said at the beginning about it's a man's job to court. So that means the guy usually should be the one to go up to girls.
My counter argument to that is most women are not worthy of being courted.
At all.
At all.
Well, how do you know until you talk with them?
Because the majority of women are sluts, and I know this for a fact.
You can see
But isn't that like a negative way to approach things? Like, how are you ever, if you already have that in your mind, then...
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let's say you went to school, right? Let's say you did become a doctor, right? You went to med school, you followed what your parents told you to do, and you busted your ass, and you went to med school, and you became you did your residency and everything, and by the time you get out of school, you're 35 years old, right? You're making $500,000 a year, you're an anesthesiologist, right? And you meet somebody, right? You meet, let's say, a nurse, right? And you're dating them and everything else like that, but then you find out like they have some personality traits that you don't like, and it kind of puts your profession at risk. Would you continue to see them?
Well, I think nurses are crazy.
It's a male nurse.
A male nurse?
I'm asking her.
I mean, there has to be more to this question. I that's not a simple, like, I need more information.
You could lose your job.
Yeah. You guys, you spent all this
dating.
time building up your status and your wealth and everything, and you're seeing this nurse, and he's like, hey, puts you in a weird spot. You could lose your license hanging out with this individual. He's doing drugs, partying all the time. Would you continue to see that individual?
Maybe not.
Why
Maybe
not?
Well, if they're jeopardizing, my stability, like my income, my job, and there's a possibility there that it's like a downfall by being with them, and it's going to be something negative in my life, then I wouldn't want to pursue that.
Understandable.
Good. That's exactly how men feel with women.
Well, I
Once
agree
guys
with
reach
you.
a certain level,
yeah, I agree with you.
If I bust my ass to get to a certain level, why am I going to subject myself to dealing with a woman that doesn't obey me? Why am I going to subject myself to a
obey,
woman?
that's a whole nother topic. I mean, I'm agreeing with you, but till the obey word comes, and it's
Just say comply. Compliant.
See, the fact that you guys are trying to police words is the problem here. This is why women should never be in positions of leadership or anything. You
obey
guys,
is like if
they're
you're like
so
a
stuck
dog
on
or
obey.
something.
They're so stuck on obey that it's like they
Because
can't even
it's
have
like,
a conversation. It's
obey,
like, obey,
So-
brain
so
burning.
What is the
Those words
what is
mean
the better
different
word?
things.
What is the better word for you?
Comply.
listen,
Listen.
Guidance.
hear.
No,
Like,
because listen
listen.
implies
More
equality.
than listen.
See,
Yeah.
no. Listen implies equality.
Then
Like,
communicate.
look, I find it interesting how you guys want a guy who's taller than you, makes more money than you, has more status than you,
Ambition.
smarter than you, charming, charismatic, but you want the nigga to treat you like an equal. That doesn't make sense.
But why does it have to be
happens all the
smarter?
time,
Like,
like,
why
what?
do you feel that men are just smarter than women?
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying women prefer a man who's smarter than them.
Yeah,
Of course,
you
yeah.
pick
So they
up.
can learn.
Yeah, you want
They can
to look up
mentor
to your
you.
man. Yeah, it's important to look
Yeah,
up to
so
your man.
if
I agree with
if
that.
I'm the mentor and I'm the mentee, are we equal?
No.
Yes, but in a different way, because they have different roles. The role for a woman is different than the role for a man.
Who's better on paper? Who's better?
On paper,
Yes.
Man.
Both.
On paper, if he's smarter than
One
you,
has to be better than
stronger
the other.
Okay, you know what?
Like
Let's
a
make it better.
resume.
Let's make it
A
better. Let's
resume.
make it better. Hold on. How about this? Let's go back to that scenario. You're the anesthesiologist, and this nurse works underneath you.
Male.
He's telling you, this male nurse, he's telling you how to put the IV in. He's telling you what to do and how much anesthesia to put in the syringe.
no, but that's not his job
Oh!
because he's not qualified in that.
Oh!
Right.
See where we're going here?
Yeah, but this is like a job. Like this, this is not like a relationship. This is like a job. You know what I mean? Like a relationship is
job
not a
is to be
job.
alive.
That is
It's a
no
full-time
being
job.
it's not a job like your livelihood job.
Your job
You know
is being
what I
a
mean?
wife.
Like-
It can make or break you, literally.
Look,
You
Look,
did.
again.
you're like
see, this is what I
twisting
mean.
like
See,
family life
this
with
is-
work life, and that's totally
No.
different.
This is,
Relationships
we're
are
using
not
it,
like a
it's
job.
an analogy. It's an
But
analogy.
it's not a right analogy. I don't agree with
It's completely analogous to the situation. It is because okay, the nurse is a subordinate to you as the anesthesiologist. You tell him what to do.
Right.
You're the boss.
Yes.
Same exact dynamic needs to be in a male and female relationship because the woman is looking for a leader. As a leader, you need to be able to dictate and tell your subordinate what to do.
A leader in certain things, the man is. But a woman has different knowledge for different things. Like maybe in the house, maybe they have, or with kids and things like there's different things that a woman provides that makes her equal. Yeah, equal.
So you
but
think men and women are equal?
equal, but not in the same things. Like equal as far as respect goes. Like equal respect wise. Like maybe whatever she's good at, that's, and whatever he's good at.
You know, also something fascinating that I've learned from women after talking to almost 4,000 of you guys. You guys don't understand meritocracy and hierarchies whatsoever. Notice that? Like with women, like they don't, like everybody's equal and nobody's better than anybody and we're all kumbaya, everyone gets a trophy. Like you guys don't understand like the concept of winners and losers. Like to you guys, everybody's a winner.
Okay, but gender doesn't define winners and losers. Like that makes no sense.
Exactly. And
Oh my god.
like genders doesn't define winners and losers. Like
That's not what I said.
but you're saying like like women don't understand hierarchy. Like you don't
They don't.
understand what winners and losers are. But then you're like applying that to the fact that men and women aren't equal.
Yes.
Exactly. So you're saying men, like you're literally putting gender like that. You don't do that.
No, what I'm saying is that women don't understand meritocracy and hierarchy.
okay, can I
But
just say
men
one
do.
thing though?
So,
Do
for
you
example,
believe
I said a
that-
second ago, I asked her, are men and women the same, right? Like, you get a guy that's better than you in every regard. He should be the leader, and she doesn't understand this concept. Then I had to give the anesthesia example where the nurse is the subordinate. She's like, yeah, he's not going to tell me what to do because I'm the doctor. Cool. Same thing with the man. She's not going to tell me what to do because I'm the man. I'm
that
the
has
one
nothing
that...
to do with this, the male or
Yeah,
female.
I'm
That has to do with the education level. So the doctor has
Meritocracy.
more
Granny wants to
education.
leave. It's past the bedtime.
Granny wants to
She had
leave.
to go back to the nursing home. Did she just walk out? Yeah, she said she's
Yeah.
bored.
She's bored?
Yeah, she was getting triggered when I told her she was stupid.
Can I
Yeah.
can I say something?
Sure.
So when you talk about relationships between men and women, I know I did take some psychology courses, and there's this thing called the principle of least interest in a relationship, and the dynamic between a man and a woman. The person who has the least interest in the relationship has the most control. It has nothing to do with education, has nothing to do with anything but the party. So that's why sometimes women will play hard to get because they want the control. So if you're in a relationship with a woman and she acts like she doesn't give a whatever about you, then she does have the most control because she has the least interest.
She might be like this guy's
And which
girl
relationship do you
that
think will
wanna-
last longer, when the woman has control or the man?
When the woman has control, happy man, happy wife, happy life. Something like
That is so cat, by the
But
way.
wait, wasn't there a saying
Wait,
behind
let-
every?
what do you think then? Who do you think has to have, since you study psychology, you understand this dynamic of whoever adores the other more has less power? Who needs to have the control? From what you saw.
Well, neither. Really, the ideal thing is to have two people that are equally interested in each other, but it's hard to find the balance because usually there is one party that is more interested or more in love or likes
It's
the
almost
other person more.
impossible.
Holy
But
shit,
the other
man.
thing that you
they really
said
don't
is-
understand this meritocracy and okay.
I've been in
let
lots of relationships,
Yeah,
I mean-
but clearly they didn't last. So so you don't understand this
some of them
dynamic.
did last,
The only way it
but,
works. Okay,
How long
here's
has your
here's something.
relationship been? Like how long have you been?
This
in a
is not.
relationship?
What does that have to do with
because
anything?
you're like going like.
If I say,
oh,
do I have to
obviously they
be
didn't
do I have to be a
last long.
math?
How long have yours lasted?
Look, I get
for
it
you
that
to
your
be
IQ is
speaking?
50, but let me explain something.
It's actually 135 things.
It's not. No, it's not fucking 135. Don't get the fuck out of here. It's not 135. No, fuck out of here, man. Like you think we're retarded over here? 135. Your IQ is probably 60 because you can't understand basic logically sound concepts. Like the person that cares less has the power in the relationship. It only
Exactly.
works when the man cares less. If the woman cares less, she's gonna move on to another guy.
At some point,
You just want to be misogynistic. Like that's it.
Can you define misogyny for me?
When you literally degrade women like for no fucking reason.
What is the definition of misogyny?
When you basically discrimination towards women, a man, like when you think a man is
That's not
superior to
misogyny.
women. Quite literally.
You just
it is.
described sexism.
Okay, then it's sexism.
Okay, but sexism is good.
No, sexism and misogyny go hand in hand.
Did you not just say? Were we not just having a discussion about courtship?
Okay, what does courtship have to do with sexism?
Courtship is, by definition, sexism. You're giving different
Not
treatment to
really.
someone based on their sex.
Yeah,
Okay,
you are.
I'm saying discriminating.
135 IQ, huh?
There's a difference between discriminating and
Mom
different
fuck out.
treatment.
Fucking
Because
incredible.
discrimination is derogatory,
Incredible.
actually.
You understand that the gender dynamics between a man and woman, where the man is being a gentleman and practicing chivalry, is in itself sexism.
Come on, you got
It's
it.
gender roles.
See, that is sexism.
Literally, no, it's not.
Oh my gosh.
Sexism is.
So what is it then?
Oh my god.
Gender roles is sexism? No?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not even like
Kind of is.
I just
I
want to
mean, you're
ask one
expecting
question. Don't they? Have you heard this
because they're a
saying that
guy.
behind every successful man, there's a woman?
Woman.
Yeah.
Have you heard that ever, like in your life?
Hold on. You know what she does?
Yeah.
Obeys.
That's what it is. Okay, that's
Yeah.
what you guys think it is. Okay.
No, for sure it is.
So she's not like the
why would that
mastermind
guy-
guiding her man.
Realistically, she's probably bitching him around, and
She's
he
not
got-
like she's
he
not
got
the
to that
mastermind
fucking
like
place because
guiding
of her.
him to
Hopefully-
do what he
hopefully she
needs
has
to
a brain
do.
of her
If that's
own
the
that
case,
she can do
sure,
things
not
without
privileged.
having to get permission or obeying, because otherwise you would just have a woman calling you all day saying, honey, is it okay if I do this? Is it okay if I do that?
Exactly.
Like, we raise your children. We have your children. We cook your food. We clean your houses. Some guys are so lazy they don't even know how to make up their bed when they get out of the... I mean, come on, don't act like we don't do anything.
And what is
I mean, I run around and pick up after my son and other relationships too. These guys, it's like they expect you to do
So
it.
what does it mean when
That's-
people
that's
say behind
general,
every
but-
successful man behind there's a woman? There's a woman. What,
It's
what
a
does that
bullshit
mean
lie to make
you?
women feel better for the fact that they're useless.
you don't
I mean,
believe
look,
that? Okay.
women don't build anything, okay? Like, it's very clear that you guys have had a lot of smoke blown up your asses by men, and you heard these lies about happy wife, happy life. Behind every successful man is a woman. No, man, women only want guys that are... Men are supposed to build. Women move in. That's just how it goes. Women don't want a guy that they have to build a man and all this other shit. Maybe they might do it when they're in their 20s, but as they get older and get more mature, you just want a guy to become pre-assembled. Like, just know what the fuck you're doing. Be accomplished. Be competent. Like, you're the man. Be the leader, right? You don't want a guy that you have to fucking build a man. If you do, that's cool. There's some girls that will do that, but most girls don't want to do that. Especially in 2025, where they can find a guy that has a shit together on Instagram. Why are they going to go in and sit there with your dumb monkey ass helping you get through a McDonald's job application when they could go find a guy that owns a McDonald's?
Yeah.
Hello.
You know? So it just doesn't make sense. So, yeah, with the sexism thing, women benefit from sexism. You benefit from sexism. You're able to finesse niggas for money all day because you're a female.
I'm not complaining about sexism. I'm saying there is a difference between chivalry
you're not
and
complaining.
sexism.
Chivalry is inherently sexism.
Okay,
It is the preferential
it
treatment.
technically is, but no, it's not, because sexism and misogyny go hand in hand because they're derogatory.
You don't even know the definition of misogyny. Misogyny is the hatred of women, okay? You couldn't even define that.
And I've been
then
saying
sexism-
it's literally being derogatory and discriminating women, thinking men are superior. That's basically the same fucking shit as hating
Well,
women.
number one, that is true. Number two, it doesn't mean you hate women to acknowledge that you're superior to them. And then number three, sexism benefits women inherently. It does not benefit men at all.
I think you have to distinguish between actions and words. What you're saying is misogyny, but what you're doing by opening a door is a courtesy to a woman, because it's like a gentlemanly thing to do. So
Yeah, and
you're
that's
not
like
opening the door
chivalry.
saying, "Oh, you're a weak bitch. I'll open a door because you don't have the strength to open it." That's misogyny.
What are you
but if you
saying?
just open the door for
Yeah.
a woman, that's just opening the door for a woman. I think you're reading into it too much.
I'm saying that is
simplify.
sexism, which
And
is what
by
she
the
was
way,
trying to
the
say.
earlier you said we want to have our cake and eat it too. Well, if you want a woman that's going to be loyal to you, but you want to go out and bang a bunch of 304s, then you want your cake and you want to eat it too.
Yeah, but the difference between me and you is I wasn't born with my cake. I had to earn my cake.
So I earned my cake too.
No, you didn't.
How'd you earn it?
You got it at 18 years old.
I
We
went
have
to
to earn our
school.
cake.
Went to school, got a job.
Nobody gives a fuck about that. Men
What
don't
does
care
being
about your
have to
status, your
18
money.
I
do
care
with
about
anything?
it.
Like, ever
Because
since,
then that
like-
means I don't have to depend on
I've
men.
been,
that I
I've
don't
been
have
making
to
money. I've been
obey
making
men.
good money since I was like 15.
It's
Okay,
nice to be
all
free
right,
and not
all
have
right.
to obey somebody and
Here's the
depend
thing.
on them.
If
That's
I
the
took
worst
your
feeling.
brain and I put it into a guy, that man would live in poverty.
Probably.
Yeah. So the only reason you're able to monetize and do the things that you do is because you're a woman.
Okay, Anne. What does that have to... What?
That's the point.
That's the
Okay,
point.
no. I've
That's the
never...
point.
When I was making money, at a young
by the way,
age,
that's sexism
had
that
nothing to
benefits
do
you.
with that had nothing to do with my age. I was literally reselling shoes when that shit was popular during quarantine. Like I literally used to have those illegal bots and shit on sneakers app and shit, and I used to do it with my uncle. And I literally like that has not like you can have a job as a woman and it will not benefit you from your gender if it's in that type of field.
All right,
like,
well, you
only
don't
if
sell
you're on-
sneakers now. Now you sell buttholes. Look, the point I'm trying to
Actually,
make
no,
is...
I don't like to show my butthole.
Okay, whatever.
It is flat, so.
Whatever. The point I'm trying to make is that chivalry and sexism...
guys.
Sexism is tied to chivalry, and chivalry benefits women. You guys just complain about sexism when it doesn't benefit you, but I would argue sexism mostly benefits women. It doesn't benefit men. I can only think of maybe one example where sexism benefits us, and that's like if we sleep with a bunch of girls, we're considered cool. But everything else with sexism actually benefits women.
I guess.
I think they don't agree with you about what sexism actually is.
Because they don't know the definition.
Yeah. I mean,
they've been arguing for words they don't even know the definition of. Another thing that women do, by the way, argue when they don't even know what they're arguing about.
Also,
because you guys are so triggered.
Woke, King.
Well,
you're so woke.
She made an amazing point. So
What was the point that she made that was amazing?
This whatever she said was great. We can rewind it.
You can't even repeat it.
I can't repeat it word for word because
You
I don't
can't
want to. I don't
repeat
want to destroy it because I don't
She
know
said
word
something
for
so
word.
great, but I can't remember
I don't
it.
want to say it because she said it perfect, and I might not repeat it that way. You know what I'm saying?
Incredible.
I said it's the way you
Fucking
think.
incredible.
I don't want to say it because you said it so perfect. What if I mess up one or two words from that? I don't want to say it. You know what I mean? Because I don't know word for word
Give us,
what she said.
no, hold on. You know what? I'll give you one. Give us a summary of it, real quick.
You know what? Look,
Listen, you need to obey.
Yeah.
She was talking about chivalry, like about opening the doors, not sexism. It's different than
Putting
sexism.
women above
It's
you
an
yourself
action
That
in
the
the
woman
moment.
is not weak, that she can't
action.
open the door. It's just that if a guy does it, it's, taking care of her, like treating her like a woman. It's not that she can't open the door for herself. That's what she said. But she said it much nicer than me. That's all I'm saying.
Is being courteous. And
Courteous, exactly.
Treating women
well,
like children.
not like children.
I mean, you
like
act
with
like
love.
You act like
You treat
children.
your children with love. You do that. So you treat a woman like that. It's treating them with love.
and then they cheat on you. because you're a nice boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, good boy. You treat me
No,
well.
why would a
You
woman
cheated before.
Treat the shit out
Right?
of you.
Yeah.
Listen? We're not talking about that right now. You don't know why I cheated.
Okay,
and
then why did you
I
cheat?
actually, if I'm happy with somebody because they're treating me well, why would I want to cheat on them?
Why did you leave your marriage for 17 years?
I left my marriage because our lives went in separate directions.
Oh. Here we go.
Hey, look, it was a good run. And we have a good relationship.
Yeah, you got bored because you were so
When you
nice.
get married, what do they say? Opening statements.
What?
Till death do us part.
You know what? I
That's some
really
bullshit.
now don't believe that marriage is forever. Maybe it was when people lived till they were 40. But I think everybody should try it. And it's a good thing
so
to
you can
try.
leave in 17 years?
But sometimes when you're in a relationship and it's gone on for a long time and you had a good run and then things start going south, it's better to leave it, because I saw my parents stick together when they weren't happy, and I saw my mother like live in a marriage that she was unhappy, and my father was in this marriage and he was unhappy, and I saw that growing up as a child, and I didn't want to relive that. You know what I mean? And my parents, after they got divorced, they had a good relationship and they were both at peace, and they were not at peace together. So there's nothing wrong with divorce. You know what I'm saying? If you can part with somebody ways and say, you know what, our lives are going in separate directions.
Wait, question. Did you take half his money or no?
No, this had nothing to do with money.
Did you take half his money or no?
Half his money, I helped him build half his empire. What do you mean?
So you took half.
So
that's a yes.
it was
Yeah,
rightfully mine. Of course. I worked the whole time. So we built everything together. So you know what I'm saying? He didn't take care of me like that. We met each other when we were very young. We both didn't have much, and we both worked very hard to get what we got together. So of course I was entitled to half because I earned that, and I had 2 kids. I raised right. I grew like, you know what I'm saying?
How'd you help him build this business?
I mean, for real. Like,
So you mentioned the whole happiness thing, and this is why women initiate like 80% of divorces, right? Like, men will destroy their happiness for their family, but women will destroy their family for their happiness.
I didn't destroy my
And-
family.
You left.
I didn't
Look,
destroy my family.
If the shoe fits,
I actually did a favor to my kids, because the way I grew up watching my parents fight all the time and have disagreements, and I saw them miserable, and I didn't want to do that to my children.
Okay, I didn't say that, but if the shoe fits, I guess whatever. What I'm saying is that women overwhelmingly, notice I said it generally, women initiate most divorces. Then I gave that example because they're not happy.
He wasn't happy either.
All I'm trying to say is that you mentioned before, men aren't men anymore. Men aren't being traditional. What I'm arguing is we don't have traditional women to be traditional too. So therefore, why should men deal with what modern women have become, which is basically rude, obnoxious, fat, promiscuous, don't obey, don't understand the concept of submitting to a man. Hell, if I say the term obey, a lot of you guys just, oh my God, it's like immediately like started knee jerking. Like, this is undesirable for men. Like, we don't want to sit here and have to like tell you like obeying is a good thing. Like, the fact that if I say the term obey in the United States and women look at me like I'm crazy, but if I went to the Middle East and said you need to obey, they wouldn't say a word.
Yeah.
They just get it. They kind of understand their roles, but you guys don't.
Rights.
They have no rights. They chop their arms off and shit.
Why not
What do you?
just-
What do you?
They literally get beat the fuck up if they don't obey.
No,
Like killed, not beat the fuck
live
up,
there.
killed.
That's extreme.
If you
let me ask you
cheat, if you
this.
cheat on your man,
That way
they
you
will
don't get
kill
so
you there.
Literally.
They will kill you.
No, they'll kill both of you, the man and the woman. Both people get killed, not
And
just the woman.
you think that's okay?
So that's
And
even
you
worse.
think that's acceptable?
Well, no, look, I'm just saying that it's a different culture. But what I will say
You're
is that
actually
It's a
praising
different
that
culture, but
I'm-
you're
I don't praise
literally
anything.
You're
comparing
praising that culture.
ours
How?
to that, saying we should
How's he
basically
praising
be
it?
that.
I was giving an example that women from other parts of the world don't have a problem with the term obey, but Western women do.
Maybe they do,
They
but
don't
they're
have
not
a
allowed to say
choice.
it.
They might be
I
happier.
said maybe they do have a problem with it, but they're afraid to speak up.
Okay,
Because
so
they will literally die.
all right, so let me get this straight then. So you guys are saying that women have more rights now and everything is great. Why is it that women's prescriptions for antidepressants and SSRIs have gone up significantly since the 1970s?
Because of you men.
As women, no, because you guys are leaving them. So as women have gotten more rights, more money, access to birth control, and they've had more opportunity than ever before, why are female depression rates the highest they've ever been and female unhappiness the higher they've ever been? Why is that?
I just said because of men.
I don't think that it's because.
How is
of
it men when you can literally pick any man that you want?
It's your choice.
Who said that we can pick any man? Like
You can
It's
pick
your body,
any
your
man.
choice.
Oh yeah, you can definitely pick any man. Like
I think that like
GMOs.
obeying a
If
man,
you're-
obeying a man
if
is
you can look
important.
good
If you can
enough.
actually find a man that is doing better than you, then you will obey and follow him.
no, it really just depends on your looks.
Okay, I'm not
too.
saying you specifically. Oh yeah, your looks as well. But if you
I
find a
guess
man
there's
that's
no
And
worth
your attitude.
following
Yeah,
and
if you
follow
have
them,
too
you'll
much
be happier.
attitude, if you have too much attitude, a man is not gonna keep you.
But if
Like,
a man
You have
is,
to be willing
if
to
a man
comply.
can
Like,
lead,
I guess obey.
yeah, if a man can lead and obey, then I'm going to be happy
So-
following that man that I'm
Okay.
willing to lead.
Do you
and
feel like
obey.
marriage
Yeah.
is a partnership? Because in business, if you have a partner, you don't tell your partner in business, "Hey, you better obey me."
Exactly.
So marriage
No,
is a
I don't think
partnership,
it's a
right?
partnership.
No, you don't.
I think
know.
it's a dictatorship.
What,
all right, well,
marriage?
it
Yeah.
it is in the Middle East.
if you're married to him, it's a dictatorship.
No, in America, it's not a dictatorship.
So let me get this
Marriage
straight.
is not a dictatorship.
You want me
in
to hold
America.
on one sec, ladies, right? Because this is what I find interesting. Women don't want a man that's going to be a majority breadwinner, a protector, a provider, a leader, the guy that she can go ahead and talk about her problems to, a confidant, all these different things. But then you expect me to treat you as an equal?
How can
Well,
I
men
talk to you as a
want the same
confidant
thing,
when you don't
too.
listen to me and take me seriously?
No, I'm listening to you, but you know,
You just
allowing
said
you to
you
vent.
don't have anything to say that's valuable.
Well, you
so-
mentioned all the other things that I just said. Like, did you miss all that other stuff that the guy's bringing to the table? A guy that's better than you ever regard, but you want him to treat you as an equal?
No, I just want a partner that's I can trust. Trust is important.
Sure, you
I don't
can
want
trust
somebody
me
that's
to be
gonna
the leader in a
trust.
relationship. That's what you're trusting me to be.
No, that's not me. I'm just trusting you to be honest with me about what you want, and happiness is the key. So if what
You want
makes
men
you
to be honest with
if
you?
what makes you happy is having sex with 10 girls a week and me being loyal to you, that's not going to make me happy. So we're probably not compatible. It's compatibility.
Yeah, there's probably.
Some
See, this is
people
why
are
men aren't
swingers.
honest with women because you
I mean,
guys
some of the
have these
happiest people-
ridiculous.
Some of the happiest people I know are swingers, and they don't. There's no jealousy there, you know. But I'm not. But I don't know. Maybe I should try it.
Yes.
There's probably a lot of subservient women
Any guy
that
that's
would be happy with
any guy
the
that's
things
okay
he's
with
saying.
women sleeping with his chick, like they're probably not going to be the most desirable guy.
Man.
At all.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
Women are not attracted to cucks typically.
Yes. So like,
well, I'm just saying there's a whole
80%
city of swingers that they all seem very happy.
Yeah,
Like,
I know a
maybe
lot
they're
of
just
swingers. They're
faking it.
actually like usually more happier than the ones that are
There's no-
not. I
there's no
mean,
jealousy.
Okay, so
There's
why
no-
don't you swing them?
Yeah,
why don't you guys swing?
it's just not my thing.
Oh, here we go.
No, because just
I don't-
like
I know
I
other
wanna-
podcasts that are happy
wanna
too.
fucking catch
I don't
this.
like women
I know
like
a bunch.
that.
I know, me too.
Right? They use heroin. I know a bunch of people that are happy. Right now, Skid Row shooting up. They're happy. Why don't you join them?
that's not
They're
real
not really
happiness. They're
happy.
happy in the moment, but they're not happy after.
Oh, they're
the
happy when they're
distraction.
swinging in the moment.
No, but they're
They're
okay
dying.
with it because they keep doing it. So they're not like coming.
Well, the heroin addict
they're
is
not
happy. He
hurting
keeps doing
their.
it.
They're not physically
they're-
hurting their body.
They're trying to numb the pain from something else. So.
Yeah.
They're
But
escaping
drugs
pain.
aren't
So-
physical. You said that?
Huh?
He's talking. He's like comparing swinging with heroin use and shit.
I mean, yeah, it's an addiction.
Well,
What, sex
I mean,
is
so is
basically an
coffee in the
addiction.
morning, but there's different degrees of addiction. Like
No, but like you can still get addicted to whatever, no matter the substance.
yeah,
Like,
All
it
I'm
really
trying to
depends
say
on you.
is women want traditional men, but then we don't get traditional treatment back. So I don't think you guys deserve a traditional man. Most of you guys.
Keeping it real.
Why the hell am I going to pay the bills and be this guy, and then you don't even obey me,
You know what? Hell
or you
yeah.
get mad at the term obey? Like that's fucking retarded. I'm
T,
not going to sit
what do you
here and
think?
deal with a chick that don't listen to me.
I agree. Like, why the fuck would I want to do all this shit and you're not even gonna listen to what the fuck I'm talking
see,
about?
he said the right word. Listen. Nobody said.
Not obey.
Bruh.
Like,
Not-
yes,
thank you so
master,
much.
I obey you. Like,
Thank you so
no.
much.
No,
Thank
but
you.
obeying is listening and obeying are different. Listening is
Exactly.
just hearing
They
it.
policing the
Obeying
shit out
is
these
actually
words.
Yeah.
agreeing
Yeah,
with
we're
it.
the grammar police. We don't care.
but so
No.
when you
Can't even
when you
define misogyny.
when you said about like having a business partner and you said like you wouldn't obey a business partner, like say if you're in a business and there's like somebody is in the finance and somebody is in marketing. If I do marketing and I've got a business partner that does finance and they tell me, oh, blah, 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 this is about the money, I'm going to say, do you know what? I'm going to obey and like defer to your greater knowledge about whatever it is to do with finance because you're the finance guy and I'm the marketing, whatever.
She's right.
So in a marriage or in a relationship, if I've got a guy that's leading me and I'm happy with how he's leading me, then I'm going to obey him or defer to what he says because I've chosen him. I've chosen to follow him. I'm choosing to follow him because he's doing better than me. I'm not going to follow
Because
somebody
you've
that's
chosen to
not
follow him because why?
because he's doing better than me because he's got
He's
things
proved
that's off-
himself.
yeah, he's
basically,
offering
right?
me. He's offering me stuff that I can. I'm like, oh yeah, this guy.
Would that make
Maybe-
you dependent on him?
Not necessarily,
I-
but it would
that's
make
a-
you want
That's
to comply.
that's an aside, I think.
To
it really
listen.
depends. Like
She wants to listen to somebody like that.
feminism is a
because-
thing. So like,
Well,
I don't.
I just think when you're
can't
having
own
a
property and
conversation
stuff
with
like
you
that.
want
somebody,
to look up
if
to
there's
your
two
man.
people, it doesn't matter whether it's a man or a woman. You always are better off with the second like person's perspective. Whether so, your husband, if all he wants to do is lead you, but he doesn't ever want to take into consideration your perspective on anything, then he's missing out because you might actually have a perspective that he didn't think of. Like that's why people have roundtable discussions. That's why people brainstorm together. But
Yeah.
you know, two heads are better than one, right? So
No, not
I
to
mean, if
him
you-
because he thinks
if you
women are
have-
unintelligent.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
So there. That's
but he's
the
never,
issue.
Look,
he's
you
probably
can-
never
you can-
experienced
look.
an intelligent woman in his life. Like, I don't know.
I mean, I think
His
that
mom-
they're
I mean-
both right. They're
If
both
you-
right.
They're both right?
They're both right, yeah.
If your man's busy, like making
Don't
decisions
roll
and
your
stuff, like, why
eyes.
are
It's
you
like I
gonna?
agreed with him also about the
think they're very
anesthesiologist
equal.
and the nurse. Like, you know, people have different roles.
Myron, are you
You
on the
know.
verge of a crash out right now?
No, I just like women are dumb. That's just really what it comes down to. After talking to so many of you guys, it's just like incredible to me how like women can't understand basic concepts of you want a guy who's superior to you, but you want him to treat you like an equal. That's not how the world works.
We're just girls.
Good excuse.
I'm just a
Fantastic
girl.
excuse.
Myron,
Because
you're
here's
just so
you know
narrow-minded.
here's the thing, right? Like
so
some guys are
narrow-minded.
gonna play this stupid ass game with you guys, where they're gonna come in, be successful, and actually listen to what you got to say and make you feel like
Okay,
you're
and
equal.
those are the type of guys
Right?
we want.
But in the
They
back of his
fucking
mind, he's like,
do.
oh my God, her opinion is retarded. Oh my God, this bitch is stupid. Oh my God, I just want to get laid, and then I'm going to stop talking to her. They just don't tell you what I'm thinking. See, he's laughing, right? Because he knows, like, I'm telling the truth about this shit. Like men, right? Guys know that women can't take the truth most of the time. So they're just going to come in, tell you what you want to hear. Oh my God, you're so beautiful. Wow, your opinion matters. Oh my God, you're so gracious. They blow the smoke up your ass. And then in the back of their mind, they're like, man, I just can't wait to smash and throw this girl to the side of the road. And that's what they do most of the time. Because women have this overinflated sense of self-worth where they think that their opinion or their worldviews matter. But the reality is, it doesn't matter that much to us because the way you guys live life versus how we live life are two different things.
Wait, who has the overinflated, what did you just say? opinion of themselves.
Overinflated sense of self-worth.
I think that might be you. Judging by what you say today.
Okay.
Personal attacks.
Yeah,
Well, let's say I did. Hold on. Let's say I did have an overinflated sense of self-worth. The difference is that men have to earn their ego. Women don't.
Well,
Not really.
What college?
It really depends
Where's
on
your
how you grew up.
certificate?
Certificate of what?
Whatever your self-worth is, you earned whatever you earned.
You being here is a certificate of my self-worth.
No, I'm just here to tell you that
Look at
you're
the sign
wrong.
behind
I'm
you.
here to tell you that you're wrong.
Look at the sign behind you.
I'm here to debate you, though.
Yeah, you're losing.
I don't think
You
so.
being here already concedes the argument.
I think it's an opportunity to be here. I can talk about.
He created the
plug
opportunity.
my
Why is the
Instagram.
opportunity?
Well, because there's exposure here, and I want people to
Yes,
know what I'm
but
doing.
He's saying that he created the opportunity because he's basically the head of the show.
Yeah, see, like,
You
this
created-
is what I'm trying to say when I say women don't understand meritocracy, right? Men understand this, but women don't.
It's a symbiotic relationship
you
because
guys-
without us, you don't have a show, and without you, we don't get the opportunity. So,
Are you aware of the fact that while I was in New York City, I got actually more views doing my show by myself than talking to you stupid bitches? But I'm still doing the show because at the end of the day, people enjoy this stuff and they get to see intersexual dynamics. But I don't fucking need you guys. Let me be very blunt about that. So
How
when
did your
women
show
come in
get
here,
big?
when women come in here and have this like overinflated sense of self-worth, right, thinking that they're in the same level, which this discussion right now perfectly personifies how modern women think that they're somebody, but in reality, you guys are all the fucking same.
Okay,
And you
wait.
guys think that you're equal to men that are superior to in every way.
You have
it might
3
not
shows a
necessarily
week,
be
right?
me,
Or
but
you
there's
did?
guys out here that are power linemen, mechanics, plumbers, etc., that provide way more to society. Way more value to society than you running around with your karaoke fucking car saying, sing into my thing. Yeah, this is my new business. Like, men provide far more value.
well,
Even a
that's-
regular
that's
guy.
part of entertainment. But ask all
But
those.
the crazy part is,
all
as
those
a regular
people-
guy, you probably still think that
you
you
just don't
carry
know how to
more
listen.
value in the world than a regular guy.
Ask all those people that went to war when they were injured, all those nurses that took care of them, how much value they had. Because there were men throughout history that got injured in war, and there were nurses taking care of them.
Because
and those
that
men
were
were
their
very grateful to
roles.
those women
But those
that
were
took care of
that
them.
was the roles. Like, men were meant to go to
Oh.
war, and then the women, all women started off as nurses. Like, the first nurse was like a woman, Florence Nightingale, and literally like that was just the role. Like, men didn't become nurses until like after, but still that was the role for women to take care of men.
If you were in war and you were injured, would you want a woman taking care of you afterwards or a man?
What does this have to
As
do with
a nurse?
meritocracy and hierarchy,
I
which
don't
is
know.
what we were
Because you're
discussing
saying
before?
women
Because you were talking about
nothing.
overinflated sense of self-worth. And now what I was saying is that when men have egos, typically they've done something to earn that ego. Women, on the other hand, don't earn their egos. You guys just get it from existing and getting attention from men.
A lot
Also,
of men.
Just by having tits in the ass, you get ego.
Also, the men
Like her, she's 18. I'll give you an example. She's 18, 67 IQ. Ego out the fucking woozah. Why? Because men give her money just for existing. So therefore, she doesn't have an appreciation because she hasn't had to earn anything or build up her mind or build up her body. That's why she has a flat ass. It doesn't matter because women don't have to earn anything. This is what I'm trying to explain to you, right? And I'm one of the few people on the internet that calls out women's ridiculousness.
No, I don't care. I'm showing my ass again. 'cause
No,
it's not
please
like
don't.
this.
Please
No,
don't.
like,
Just
my
please
ass
sit
is
down.
not flat. No,
Just sit
it's
down.
not
All right, nigga,
flat.
you got
Just
no
sit
ass.
down.
It's not
You got no
flat.
ass.
The point I'm
Sorry.
trying to make is
No, it's
that
not at all.
all I'm saying is that men have to earn their value. Women don't. That's what I'm trying to say. So if men have to earn their value, I'll be damned if we're going to listen to women that don't earn their value.
How do I
But no
earn
one
it
says
by
you have
having
to
your
blindly
baby?
listen to your woman. Like, and if you're just trying to bang a chick, like, she doesn't really need to give you her opinion. And yeah, you're gonna just listen to it and not care and just be like, okay, sure, and then bang her, and you don't give a shit.
The point is, he has to play along enough.
Yeah, I used to
Some
play
guys
along enough to
smash.
get to smash. And
But it's
then,
kind of an
but what if
oxymoron.
it's
You
his
sit
like
down and
wife?
shut up and then
like,
you've earned value?
Yo,
how can you be with somebody that you don't have any respect for?
Look,
Though?
what the
like,
fuck?
That's
He's in a
like
chick,
I
he's
don't
in a
know.
chick.
Oh my
Where?
god.
Oh. I feel like he like put that shit in his mouth when we weren't paying attention. Cause what the fuck? How
What
are you
the
doing
hell?
that?
Stop.
That's how you sound.
gibberish.
Gibberish,
man. WT. Gibberish,
I mean,
man.
like, I'm like a unicorn. I have like a rainbow inside of me.
That was fucking lit.
Yeah, that's funny.
That was fucking lit, man.
What
Pure
the
gibberish,
fuck?
man.
Oh, man.